see what's happening and landed a few of these sites and give the yak a run, so to speak.
Sure. Flaps for takeoff?
No.
Flaps
Just
up.
opening up all the vents. Weird, isn't it?
It's very bouncy. Also, the brake seems to come on really fast. I don't have an analog handbrake. Did I just smash myself?
I just tap it. Hold the stick back. Helps keep the nose up.
I guess I'll go outside the tires. There isn't really enough room for two of us.
All right, let's rock and roll.
All right.
Okay, brakes are set. Bring it up to about 80%. Okay, brakes releasing. 3, 2, 1 now. Just hold that stick back as you get it all the way through to full power until the nose starts to come up and then start easing forward.
That seems to help a bit.
Keep the nose leg out of the ruts. Pull the gear up. Let it accelerate through to about 180 and then climb on it. Might need just a snack of rudder to keep it balanced.
Yep, that's all automatic. I don't even think about it. I noticed in the special menu you can, just like the BF-109, you can preset fixed trim.
Yeah, it just works like bending the little tab on the rudder.
Yep. It's annoying to have to leave the sim to do that, but then it's kind of like real life in that you have to get your ground crew to make those adjustments for you.
Yep. Okay, that's climbing nicely at 170.
Oh crap, I broke my nose gear already. I thought I heard something smash.
Oop, back in the sim. Sorry, I had my head out bloody texting.
Yeah, I broke my nose gear already. It's dangling out, didn't come up.
Oh, don't worry about it, we'll get it repaired at the next one. Whereabouts are you? I'll just slow down for you a little.
Yeah, just behind you on your 5 o'clock.
Just bought the was it engine throttle back to 7 and 90% and 7, whatever they mean.
Whoa, quite the torque effect when you change the RPM. Judging by the red on the RPM gauge, it looks like you can run it at 100%. Oh, and I'm a little hot in the red on the temperature. Is that oil temperature or cylinder head? Must be oil.
Texting the guys on Discord and trying to fly at the same time, which adds to the complexity.
Oh yeah, it's there's some Twitch streamers I watch, and I don't know how they do it. They read the chat, they trigger little videos and sounds, and fly a DCS mission at the same time. It's crazy.
I've just reduced my power settings even further. I'm back to 6 and 85, so that'll give you a bit of a chance to catch me.
Yeah, thanks.
I'm holding 200 kilometers an hour, I think.
Cool. I'm amazed at how much just one gear dangling out slows it down. Also, it's not like the gear really retract. They do get the legs out of the wind, but that's about it. Okay, I'm coming up on you.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Alright, stand by. Yakking along. It's actually quite nice. Have you flown this in multiplayer yet?
Very briefly the first time I demoed it. Now I've lost you. Oh, there you are. Yeah, I tested the multiplayer and was disappointed by the desyncs, but I would like to give that another go.
Got me back?
Yep, I'm with you now.
Great work.
On your 5 o'clock.
Excellent.
Yeah, I like the slow. The underpoweredness of it is taking a little getting used to. You'll see on the video once I release it. I smashed into the mountain a couple times, overestimating my ability to climb.
Coming left.
Roger.
Yeah, flying up into rising terrain in airplanes like this, you got to really know what you're doing. Otherwise, you're going to get yourself into a bit of a pickle.
Yep, the warbirds have made me a little too confident.
Always have an exit. So if you're flying up into a valley, and you're going to fly along one side of the valley so that you can always turn out if you have to. Don't fly dead set up the middle and then get to a point where you're into rising terrain. Like if you've always got a downhill escape, you've got somewhere to go, because you can't obviously turn into rising terrain. You can see us now, so we're decaying on airspeed. We're trying to outclimb this ridge in front. Back to about 150 kilometers an hour. And so at this point, I'd be looking to go out to the right. I'd be saying, right, we're not going to risk that. We'll just keep climbing out to the right. And again, downhill off our right side's our escape. In the real world, the other thing they've got to be aware of is the weather conditions. So if you've got wind, you're going to have rotors coming off the back of mountains. So it's a good idea to know that you're not on the leeward side. And if you are on the windward side of a mountain, you're going to get updraft, right? It's going to help you climb. So knowing that before you get into the mountain, so that you can ride the rising current. If you're on the back of it and you're in the rotor, you're going to get pushed downhill, so you're going to struggle to climb into it at all.
Right, so don't let it give you a false sense of confidence.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've noticed a lot of those things from flying the choppers. It just doesn't automatically translate to the
I don't think
planes yet.
DCS models any of the updrafts, does it?
No, not yet. There's no effective mountains on our wind. I believe they say they're going to get there.
And this is another situation coming up. A lot of people get themselves into grief flying up into IMC. So we're just looking at our options here. It looks like there's a little bit clear out to the left, and it looks like it's socked in on the right. So we're going to go out to the left, and we'll fly the front edge of the cloud.
Yeah, it was great when they changed to the new cloud system, and then I got into the mountain in a helicopter and got into some trouble. It's like, oh, this hasn't happened before.
You keeping pace with me?
Pretty much. Although I'm maxed out to do it.
Okay, I'll just come off the power a little bit. It's just going to limit my climb performance. Okay, so we're clear of cloud here, and we'll keep out to the right of the cloud in front. Okay, we're coming out to the right.
I can hear you.
Yep. I think that's ducklings down there on the left. And I'm pretty sure NASCAR is straight ahead of us on the left as well.
Why is it called NASCAR?
One of the guys that was originally part of MVP was a guy called NASCAR.
Ah. I thought maybe
All the backcountry airfields are named after the original MVP members.
Got it. Okay, this looks like trouble.
So what we'll do is just climb out to the right. And you'll notice as we come up in altitude, we have less engine performance as well.
What are we at? Only 2 kilometers. So that's about what? 6,500 feet?
Yep.
This looks pretty.
Oh, it's gorgeous. Okay, that big mountain out there is near Mugga Field, so I know if we continue to head towards that peak, we're going to be exactly where we need to be.
Sounds good. We got a hole in the clouds to go through.
We will on the far side, so usually there's a break over in the valley, so we stay on top here and continue for the peak climbing. And if it's socked in by the time we get there, then we can continue out and we'll pick up Bumble Field.
What are these 2 rows of lights with the numbers again? Looks almost like some kind of gambling game or something.
That's the fuel.
Ah.
That shows you how many litres. You got 45 litres per side. 90 litres in total.
Looks like it goes up to 60.
That's right, 120 litres.
Ah, so that's the combined in the center.
Yeah.
And does it top out at 45?
No, when it fills, it's filled to 60 litres per side.
Cool.
Okay, so this valley is going to connect with the Mugga Valley, and so we can descend now and fly low level. So we'll just start coming downhill. Bringing the power back. So 80% at 6. Watch those power lines out on your right.
I see them.
Try and give you room on the right. I think this is a gravity-fed fuel system as well, so if you stay in a bank, the fuel drains into the lower wing.
Oh, fun. Well, and an uncoordinated bank, right? A coordinated bank should keep the gravity vector going straight down relative to the plane.
Out on the left, that takes you to Bojack's, which is quite a challenging little airstrip. In fact, why don't we take a run up to Bojack's when we get cleared out of where we're heading?
Sure.
Power station building there on the right. You can see you burn fuel pretty quickly in this aeroplane.
Mm-hmm. What's the endurance of this thing?
Not long. They were designed as a basic trainer, and they were designed with extremely limited fuel to stop people using them escaping.
Okay, you just went under me.
Yep, I'm out on your right, low.
Gotcha.
Just up in the mountains, just turn the pitot heat on, which is the switch in front of the radiator and oil cooler. There's a bank of switches on the far right.
Okay, which one?
It's the one that's in front of the blue engine cowl flap, the pitot tube and clock heating switch.
That looks like oil dilution.
That's no, up on the cockpit dash panel a little bit higher.
Battery generator ignition.
One on the very right.
Cowl flaps lever. Oh, is it hiding?
Yep.
There it is. That's why.
Okay, so we're approaching Mugga Field. What we're going to do here is fly on the right-hand side of the airfield, and then it'll be a left circuit. So we'll be joining overhead for a left circuit for a full stop.
I've lost visual on you.
Aim for the red and white tower up the valley.
Aiming for the tower.
And the airfield is just before the tower. You'll see the airfield start markers and finish markers, and the main hangar complex.
Got it. We're passing over one.
Be a little bit of a crosswind here as well from the right.
And what did you say? We're going to come up this mountain and do a left turn?
Yep, do a left turn at the hangars and join for a left downwind full stop.
There you are. Got you again.
Okay. Props full forward. And just watch the power lines as you make your downwind here. 3 green.
Gear out.
Flaps out.
Farting noise. Flaps out.
And just hold that stick back on landing. Keep the weight off the nose wheel. There's a repair truck just up next to the hangar complex.
Got it.
Where you see the white tires across the end of the runway, that's the end of the runway. And then the next set of white tires you see will be where they park aircraft spawns. So what I tend to do is I park inside the hangar here. Off you go.
Okay, I'm going to do a repair. Shutting down. I don't like to cheat and use auto start and auto shutdown, but I haven't learned it yet, so that's what we're doing.
Hey, someone's yak just turned up. Woo!
Look at that thing maneuver.
Yeehaw!
Is this thing ever going to shut down? Oh, there it goes.
Just turn the magnetos off.
I'm trying to let it do it right.
And you might have to rig a key up to do the rearm refuel.
Yeah, I know the backslash by itself doesn't work. You have to use right alt backslash. Request repair. 170 seconds.
You're rolling in with the engine shut down. That's awesome.
That's committal.
Gregory.
Now, why do I have a 2-blade prop and you have a 3-blade prop?
There's options. You can make them 3-bladed or you can make them 2-bladed.
Oh, so
Technically, the 3-bladed probably has a bit more performance.
Are the spawns setup with that?
Oh, they're not identified, to be honest. We're never bothered. I don't think there's any performance difference. It's just one had a 3-blade, one had a 2-blader.
That spinner looks a little bit more aerodynamic.
Gregory lowering his bloody gear. Okay.
Remember, I'm still waiting 90 seconds to repair before I can
you're
refuel.
Right.
I like those Spitfire skins for it.
Yeah, they're pretty cool, aren't they? I like this old weathered yellow.
Yeah, that looks good.
Looks like it's been living on someone's farm.
Yeah. "10 seconds to repair. I'm about to levitate like the Exorcist. There I go.
Look at that rotten old skin. It looks unreal.
Okay, I'm just doing my refuel now, so please wait for me.
Alright.
Well, that didn't take long.
The chipmunk skin's pretty good.
Yeah, these are all good.
RAF, RCAF trainer in a clean colour.
My father got flight trained in one of those, well, in a chipmunk. Alright, starting up.
Next airport we're going to go to is Beehives. You're good?
I'm good.
Righto, let's roll. Remember, keep the stick back, keep the weight off the nose wheel. And you're at high altitude here, so it's going to take a lot longer. Come left on the valley as soon as you're airborne. Maintain 150.
Whoa! I hit a wire. I tried that takeoff with flaps, and I don't think it helped me much.
Is there another yak there? If not, you can get a yak at beehives.
I love how it runs with the prop going into the ground.